Yo, bartender.
Bar's closed.
Hey, yo, bartender, what's good, man? Let me get a drink, man. Let me get a shot.
Hey, man, I know you just pulled up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you mean to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man, I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to it. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's alright. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna get you one drink, cause it look like you need it.
One drink? I can do one drink. I can do one drink, cause I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
All right, welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
Sorry for the interruption and up front, because one of the things we was having technical difficulty that happens. One of the things you do is you got to find ways to get around it. This is how life is all about. Do not let things set you down to make you feel like you can't go through it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go ahead and understand failures happen for success to follow.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So as we doing some things and things ain't acting right, and you be like, well, what am I to do? You ought to keep on going.
You are to keep on moving forward.
Quit trying to stop and fix everything. Sometimes it's just meant for you just to continue on.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do over here. Bar Talk with Jay.
Yes.
And one of the things I'm going to say is brought to you by Dispose LLC. This is a garbage company that I've been with for a very long time. I got some great things coming, but I can tell you they still going to be existing. This is going to be probably a name change. That's right. I gave you a nugget of some of the stuff that might be coming. Can't tell it all to you right now because it's doing great, but we making great changes, and I love for y'all to know all the things I'm going to be doing, but I can't snitch right now. I know you want to pull it out of me, but I can't do it just right now. Then I got some other things that's about to come up, and don't want to talk about that right now either. But what I can say is the person sitting next to me been smiling ever since he been with me. And Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, Big Bang?
Man, I'm doing good, bro. Just as usual, bro. Everything's lovely. How you doing, man?
Let me tell you, man, super excited because of all the things that I got myself into.
Yeah.
I've been traveling out of town.
Yeah, you coming up, Jay.
And you know something? It's like playing spades.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to somebody before. And people like,
I was just told there's no sound on Facebook. Somebody just told me.
no sound? Okay, hold on. Gotta stop it here.
All
Okay.
right. No sound on
Yeah,
Facebook.
gotta stop real quick and see what's going on.
See, I just had Facebook up and I put it away. So for those of you who are continuing with us, a little technical difficulty here.
Just
No
got
sound.
to
Yep, got it. Several. No sounds. All right.
Just stay tuned with us and everything gonna be lovely. You are here at the Bar Talk with Jay show, and well, we got a nice strong one lined up for you, so just sit tight with us for another moment. Seems like the world is still moving forward, and there's a few challenges before us, but I think everybody's getting stronger. I think, you know, this whole pandemic has really caused people to wake up a little bit, get a little resolve about their faith, resolve about where they want to go in life and what they're going to do, even though times will never be normal again. And I know we're all facing, you know, a new day and a new time. And hopefully you haven't let your old dreams and goals go because of this worldly mess. You got to stay focused on your vision. We need you to be focused on your vision. You know, your vision is going to, ultimately, it's going to save lives and it's going to improve the world. So just stay focused. You know, we're going to be here to support you, you know, over and over and over. You know, Jay and I have been doing this show now for 5.5. September will make 6 years. And this is, I would probably consider one of the most valuable pieces of work I've ever touched. Because Jay and I come on this show every week and we talk about real stuff. You know, this is no made up show. We don't have no script here. There's no fairy tales. We're telling real stories, and we're talking about real situations in the world. And when you talk about it real, you know, that's when you can make sense of it. You know, when you talk about it where, you know, you can't run from the bottom line of some of these issues. And we have hit so many wonderful points. We want you folks to go back and just take a look at our show. I am extremely proud when I go back through Spotify. And I mean, I gotta just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. We have hundreds of shows and a lot of information there. But you know, I'm one of those guys who like to go back and you know, watch old shows. I love Sanford and Son and the Jeffersons, and you know, I love Good Times. I just go back and watch them sometimes, just for the nostalgia of it. But every time I watch one of those shows, there's a message there that helps me in today's world. And Jay and I have built a library of those messages. I'm talking about some absolutely fabulous messages. In every show, you can count on a prayer. In every show, you can count on a strong quote. In every show, you're going to hear our stories about some of our pains and our troubles and our challenges and how we stay up in life. You know, that's what this is all about. It's helping people understand how to keep yourself up in life. You know. Recharging your battery is the single most important part of life. And if you haven't figured out how to recharge your battery, you know, Bar Talk with Jay could be one of those ways. A way to come in and give you a perspective. Because the recharging of your battery is not only just rest, you know, the rest and food, but you need to strengthen your mind. You need to strengthen your ability to overcome hurdles in life. And you know, you need to practice the spirit of problem solving. That's what life is all about. It's about solving problems. You know? And so, you know, the sooner you get dialed into, you know, solving problems and thinking about how to develop your mind and, you know, hearing other people's stories that's going to help improve your life. You know, that's what it's really all about. What it's really all about. So we are so grateful for you folks being here with us and you know, hearing another great message. And boy, we got one lined up. Why men wait till they're old and then want to settle down? Ooh, that's gonna be a tight one right there. Because women ain't gonna like to hear all that. See,
They really ain't.
they ain't gonna want to hear. They ain't gonna want to hear. Oh, man.
Trying to knock it out right now, bro. I'm having a issue.
But ain't no need of running.
Trying to get it all fixed.
Okay, we got one person live with us. The whole show closed down.
Yeah, I shut it on Facebook and I'm bringing it back up. And I'm trying to make sure we got sound. And I can't fix it.
Ain't no need of running.
You here? So we got sound on?
No need of running. Okay, we got one person live with us. The whole show closed down. Yeah, we live right now with sound. All right. We know y'all with us this time. So hang in there. We about to start the show.
Alright, we getting back.
And we can start it right from the giddy up.
Maybe we should sit down and just do this. We do this. Okay. All right. Welcome back. You know, we ain't gonna just keep going with the introduction. One of the things we're gonna do is just drop off from here. One of the things I gotta say, this person been sitting next to me, been rocking with me for over almost 6 years now. He comes in with a smile each and every time. Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, Big Babe?
Man, I'm doing so good, Jay. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Fired up, laser focused, you know. Yeah, man. You know, every day I wake up, man, I just think about how precious life is. You know, you see a lot of people passing off, you know, early times in life, and you know, I'm just grateful for being alive, man. I'm just full of the spirit. You know, that's what keeps the smile on my face, man. I'm just full of life. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. So everything's well, man. How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, let me tell you, I got a lot of changes, man, and
a lot of change. Yes.
That change comes at a time of a recession, and you don't know where things are gonna go. But my whole thing is, don't let the recession hold you down. It's understanding your plan and making your plan go into effect, and not looking at circumstance make you go against your plan. It is to push it forward.
Yes.
So I'm able to do more now than I was able to do before, and we got higher gas prices and everything else. And it's not to look down at the ones that are struggling through. It is for us to get our mental on.
Right.
to get through.
Right.
They got too many distractions where we talking and we're not doing. And I can't really waste my time talking to you about the things that you call yourself doing when I'm already know what I'm trying to put in place.
Man.
So
and don't you find that that's happening quite a bit
in
our elder years?
And I promise you, man, it's really, I don't want to be rude to anybody.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is you can't keep doing that to me when I'm trying to make these moves.
Yeah. You keep wanting me to start out at square one, and I'm trying to be at square 4 and 5.
Yeah. And then you reminded me of what I used to be. I remember that.
Yeah.
It ain't my fault you didn't see my growth.
Right.
So I got to move away from
I gotta go. I might help you with step 1 and 2, but I'm not gonna do it for you.
No,
You
because
know?
you got to have your own.
That's right.
You got to have your own formula, your own plan to make your own life successful.
Yes.
But you want to be successful off of somebody else. It's
Yeah.
going to be hard.
You can't do it. You can't be successful off of somebody else. Let's just go ahead and put that out there right now. Okay. You can be a great manager, but you don't really own the company. You're just a manager, right? And you're doing what you're supposed to do, which is create value through people. So the world's just changing, man.
It is,
the
but I
world
want
is-
us to all, like, I never just want to be successful and then the person next to me not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want everyone to get a taste of it because at that point, it's just somebody ain't leeching off you and taking from you. It's about we all come up.
Yeah.
So we try to pass knowledge, but you want somebody to do the work for you and everything else. That's not going to happen. I don't do that for my children. I damn sure ain't going to do it for a friend.
Yeah.
I want them to be strong at it because if I keep feeding them and something happen to me, then they won't get fed.
Right.
They feed themselves because that's what I raised them to be. But some strange reason we change what we do. I don't know. We get in our feelings because all of a sudden, like playing cards, you get a bad hand. You learn how to strategize to get the most out of your hand from that point on.
Right.
But then when you get a hand, you want to give everything away and you want to show everybody what you got. That's where you fail. You ought to do the same thing when you ain't have a hand. You ought to strategize to get the most out of even when you have a lot. That's how you gain. But you ain't learned the lesson.
Yeah.
And that's why you keep on giving away, and that's why people keep playing you, and then you wonder why you're in the circumstance that you are. Because you lost that intensity, and that's what God put you through.
Yeah.
He put you through it for you to be a stronger person, for you can gain knowledge, gain that wisdom, for you can keep your wealth. But no, you get happy, and you giving and helping, and you're doing everything, and then you broke. It's simple.
It just don't work that way, right? Just don't work that way. What an excellent dialogue there, Jay. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. This is Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. And of course, we are here to liberate your minds and souls with a fabulous dialogue. Tonight, we're going to attempt to share an understanding about men. Why men wait till they're old and then want to settle down. There's some rationale behind that, right?
I get it.
It doesn't have to be, super rocket science, but there is some rationale, and it just might help somebody to talk about this subject.
Okay,
Right.
I have some fun with that.
Why men wait until they're old and then want to settle down. And so we want you to hear our stories and opinions, and of course, make your own decisions about what you will do, how you will handle it, what you want, what you don't want, what you're willing to take, not take, what you'll wait for, what you won't wait for. This is kind of a therapeutic show because we're talking about such real stuff. And if it hasn't happened in your life, you probably know somebody that who it has happened to. And you never underestimate life. If you haven't seen it all yet, it's on its way. So just hang on in there. But we thank you folks for being here tonight. We always start the show off with a prayer. And I've got a semblance of a prayer put together here tonight. I think I'm going to let the Spirit kind of move me a little bit. But the title for tonight's prayer is Deliverance from Trouble.
Okay.
Deliverance from trouble. And so I'm going to move kind of from affirmative to an appeal to the Lord and just see where it goes. Heavenly Father, we thank you for another wonderful night of being alive and being here to do this show. We thank you for your power and your presence and your love as it exists throughout every fiber of our being. We ask tonight, Lord, that you would deliver us from trouble. Deliver us from trouble.
I like that.
I declare that I am established in protection right now, Heavenly Father. That I am established in preservation and prosperity and a soundness of mind. I pronounce healing and deliverance over my life right now. I will not fear that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises up against me, I will condemn. I want to thank you, Lord, tonight for just being my help in the time of trouble. When I call, you answer. You always are with me. You deliver me, you honor me, and no evil ever comes near my dwelling. And with a long and prosperous life, I pray, Lord, that you would show me your salvation. Lord, somebody tonight is in a bad situation. They don't have answers. They don't have money. They may not have support. They may not have love. They may not have the resources that they need right now, Father, in order to even begin coming out of that dark situation. But I ask, Heavenly Father, that you would pour a light upon them and pour a light upon their situation. That you would soften the edges, Father, and that you would deliver them from that trouble. That you would put in front of them, Lord, an escape plan that would get them out of that trouble. Make the money come in time. Put the right resources together. Put the right attorney together. Let there just be some fear, some favor, and some miraculous occasions, Lord. If it takes a supernatural event to restore this person out of trouble, Father, we pray and we believe that you will establish the miracle in this situation. There are many people who need this prayer, Lord, and who don't have the opportunity to hear it right now, but I pray that you would put it in their ears, and as you do, the moment that they hear it, miracles shall begin taking place in their lives, delivering them from the enemy, delivering them from trouble, delivering them from the darkness of this life. We pray, Lord, that your power and your strength and your love continue to establish us driving forward. Be here in this show. Do your good and your perfect work. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, Craig.
Amen.
He was speaking through you. You was feeling some things.
Yes, I was, man. I've been that guy.
I heard it.
I've been that guy in trouble, man. You ever been that guy, Jay?
Woo! I'm trying to figure out what I wasn't that guy.
Been that guy, man, you know? And I'd have made it out of some challenging situations, man, with no explanation of how it took place.
That's right. That's right.
You know? And in those occasions, you can only give it to the Lord.
That's right.
And that's what we attempted to do tonight. So
We're gonna
we just count on him to keep us out of trouble.
Mhm.
And we just thank you for that prayer, Lord. Our quote for tonight.
We gotta bring it in on the next one. We gotta go to break.
Yeah, is it time to break?
Yeah.
Okay. We missed a little time here, but we're going to go ahead and go to break. We're going to come back, dive into the show. At some point, we'll catch up on this quote.
Man, I did. I like how you just threw that one in there.
Yeah, man. I was listening to that album on the way over here. It's my favorite album. I Want You album by Marvin Gaye. All world, you know. Just had to reach back in time a little bit. Capture some of those old feelings, you know. Okay. You ready?
Always.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Why do men wait until they're old and then want to settle down?
I think that's what a lot of people say. I don't think that's always true. First of all, a lot of people willing to settle early. If they find the right one, they will.
They settle early.
But then they wonder why somebody wait till late. Well, first of all, somebody say, well, Jay, why ain't you settled already? Well, first of all, I was already settled. I settled early.
Okay.
And I was married for a very long time, and then I got divorced. And they was like, well, why ain't you settling again? Because why am I quick to settle? Because I don't think I want to settle. I want to be with that one that God got for me. That's that special one that's going to enlighten my life just like he already enlightening me. Okay? That woman ain't going to make me happy. I'm already happy. She's going to add to the happiness. But see, people keep saying, why don't you hurry up and just give one? Because they got to match that energy that he gave me.
Now, let me ask you a question. Well, you said something super powerful right there, man. If you're already happy, is there a real need to get married?
I'm not going to lie to you. I can't tell you a real need, but I'll know when I find that right one, I will want to again. Okay?
Okay.
But my whole thing is, what I've been matched with don't make me jump to anything.
Okay.
Make me jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
My whole thing is to sit back and realize you're forcing what you don't know. You want something because you're seeing it, but you're not experiencing. I say let's experience the realness. If you know the love that you have for yourself, that's the same love that should be received back from the person that you call yourself want to be with.
Okay.
But we fall in love with the thought of falling in love.
Yes, there's a lot of that, Jay. There's a lot of people who are in love because they just want to be in love.
Yeah, just love.
But who they in love with ain't the right person to be in love with.
No.
Right?
And if they see the signs, they hear it, but they automatically got in their head what it's going to be or what they can change them to be. My whole thing is stop thinking what you can change and just understand you're not perfect yourself. Certain people want certain men. They want a category of a man. But my whole thing is if you know what happiness is in you, you will know where it comes from. So you aren't happy with you, but you want something more than what you are. So I want a man more than what I am, and you ain't fixing what you are, so you less than. And I don't want you to be less. I want you to be more complete. And that ain't what you're trying to work on. You working on somebody that can just get you to a level, and you think you can fix yourself later, and you ain't even working on yourself now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And let me tell you, they gonna quit you before you figure out who you are and before you fix yourself.
Why would?
Right.
Why would I want to stay with something that's toxic?
You wouldn't want to. You would not want to.
You're showing me you don't know. You're showing me that I make you happy, but you can't make yourself happy because you're not in love with yourself. But then I'm supposed to keep wasting my time because I'm a good person.
Yeah.
And then you just use it.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, eventually I'm gonna walk away from it because it's not healthy. It's not healthy for me. It ain't gonna be healthy for you. I don't want things to get to a point where we arguing, we fussing, because I feel like that's when we get in our feelings.
Yeah, and you said something quite profound a moment ago. I want to spend some more time on it, Jay. This is actually really profound. That we were talking about being in love with being in love.
Hmm?
People are in love with something that they don't know.
Right.
Right? They're in love, and they're in love with this person, and you put your whole being into this person, and you don't know them.
You don't really know them.
It takes
That's
years to know people. You don't, just because you feel comfortable being naked together in the room, in the bed together, that don't mean you know them,
That's true.
right?
I mean, but that's that
That's
yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
right.
Jay said
That's almost a prerequisite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I like you.
but you don't really know that person, right?
You don't know.
And I think men have a sense about them where they just automatically, hold back. They have this. We have this mechanism about us where we automatically say, "Hey, well, let me just check things out."
Yes.
Right? And women have a different opinion about things. They come into things like, "Oh, yeah, let's go ahead. We need to move on this. We need to go ahead and, we need to go ahead and take action on this relationship. We need to, start calling it a name, and we need to start thinking about the future, and, we need to start tying the loose ends down so we can be together." But the man's like, "Nah, I just kind of want to enjoy you for a while."
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because, I'll be honest with you, women, we've seen a lot of women who get, I don't want to use the word entanglement the wrong way, but they get entangled in a relationship too fast and too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like in a very short period of time, they in all your business, and they're telling you what you should do, and and you ain't doing this right, and there's something you ain't doing, over there right, and
Yes.
right, and all of a sudden,
They relax more.
yeah, and see, men don't take constructive feedback in their lives very well, especially if you're doing worse than they are.
Especially.
You know what I'm saying?
When you putting in more than they is, but they quick to give you how they feel.
Yeah.
Them feelings ain't adding nothing to this damn bills.
That's
It
right.
ain't adding nothing to the
That's true.
equation. But you got them, and you want to make sure you express them. My whole thing is, it's fine to have some feelings. I understand you.
We get it. Yeah.
But when you want to voice them and you ain't adding nothing to any damn thing, just understand there's an imbalance.
Yeah. And
Now I got to
Imbalance,
balance
really.
what you saying because I want to hear you. One of the
Right.
things I used to do,
you my lady, you my wife.
why, and I ain't hear you. I want to hear you,
Right.
and I want to balance the ship because I'm the
Yeah,
captain. I
balance.
need to balance. But if you keep bitching, there's nothing to balance. It's just your feelings with nothing behind them.
Right.
Sorry, it's an imbalance, and you need to get off my ship. Now,
And-
giving up
and-
on people ain't what I want to do,
But
but getting people off my ship is what I have to do.
you almost have to do it. And last week we talked about, we talked about mental health.
Mhm.
People that are
Right.
bad for your mental health,
Yes, yes.
right? And you're not gonna come into a world, especially if you've grown. You in your late 20s and 30s,
Yeah.
your 40s. You know where you're going. Hopefully you know where you're going. You're moving,
Right, right, right.
and they want you because they know you know where you're going,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
But you don't want nobody coming in your life trying to run
No,
nothing.
no,
You want a partner, right?
Right.
And I think success, it seems to me, kind of from the outside looking in, it seems to me that success is so much. There's so many more opportunities for success than there ever has been in life, and so we're experiencing a lot more people having success, even in their small little ventures or in their
Yeah,
first time
that's
getting a
true.
job. And so now I'm successful. I don't need you coming in telling me what I can do.
See,
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Dictate,
listen, I got 2 little jobs making $12 an hour, but I own my house, I own my car, and I'm finna get ready to take me some vacations, and I'm finna get ready to raise these kids that I got, da 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 da. I don't need no disruptions. People who are already experiencing a certain level of success, and this is the point. If you're already experiencing a certain level of success, you're less tolerant,
Yes.
right? You're not patient with, with trying to grow somebody or figure out somebody's ways or wait for them to catch up. And so men have a tendency to see those things pretty early in life. Here's how a man's life goes.
Talk to me.
It's just smooth sailing, right?
Most of
If
them,
if we didn't have, I'm not suggesting anything about the women's appearance in the world, but if it was just men in the world, it would be a smooth operating type system. Everything would just be smooth. We see, we know, we make decisions, we go clean, right?
Right.
But women have a tendency to have these spikes,
You true. It's true. Yeah.
and these spikes
What?
are incongruent with men sometimes, right? And when we see them spikes, it makes us automatically say, maybe not right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just gonna enjoy it.
Wow.
But
It's
listen,
true.
I love her and I want to be with
Wow.
her. I don't have to marry her to
That's
show her
true,
that,
you
right?
see.
And so here's what an older man is starting to think. Hey, listen, why do I need paperwork to be in love with you? I don't need paperwork to be in love with you, right? I just need a good companion who want to hang out with me.
I don't think paperwork should even be in that. That's more a woman pushing onto a man, but I understand men wants it the same thing because they don't want to share their woman with anybody. So I get it. So I like some of the balance, but that's why I feel like a man has to balance his ship.
Yeah.
If I'm not ready for that, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll try to tell you after you've been damaged and you've been through some things. Take some time to heal. A lot of women don't allow us to heal because they want to gravitate back to what they want. I say, regardless of what they want, you know you. If they're pushing you hard on a timeline of what you already are healing from, then she has another motive.
It's not time.
Right. But her motive is different than yours. It's not a help motive. It's her self motive.
Yeah.
You might find out later on she financially just really needs you. Bottom line, you don't force a person to do it. You got to understand what you're with. That's not what we get no more. It's always selfish ass acts.
Yeah.
And it needs to be done immediately compared to taking time. But I took time to know you, but you don't want to take time to know me because these bills are overdue. And I ain't tell you that they're about to do all this turning off. But if you keep waiting, then I'm going to have to tell you, and then you might not be with me or date me. You're right. Because you're holding things to lock me in, for then you can reveal a lot of negative things because you feel like I ain't going to go nowhere.
And let me tell you,
Right.
men have seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
I want to just throw this on the table because
Yeah.
it's such an important issue, and I don't think we really talk about it a lot, right?
No.
The value of men in a relationship is too much weighed or impacted by money.
That's true.
And because money is such a critical component in dating and having a relationship and being a husband and being a father and all of that good stuff, that a woman comes in and you don't just attach to me, you attach to my money.
Most of the time.
And if I got some money, I'm going to be careful about who gets in the gate, who gets attached. that's why you're finding that there are a lot of successful men who are older who may have already had a relationship. Maybe they've already been married before. They are in no hurry to sign over their money. Because that's what comes with the relationship in marrying another person. You share things and stuff. That's how the law goes. I think it's unfortunate it works that way because it's kind of a, again, we meet somebody and we fall in love. And we like them. We care for them. We want the best for them, right? But we don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
Don't know.
You do not know who that person's going to be next year. You do not know, you know what I mean? You might send her on a trip to see her cousin in L.A. and, she get on some drugs, you know what I'm saying? She, start cheating around and you don't know. They're going to become different people. And so I'm attaching all that I've worked for in the past to your future. I don't think that's a fair assessment.
I don't either.
That's not a fair relationship.
No.
And we were talking a little bit earlier before the show. It just seems like women don't count money. And if a man is taking you out and he's treating you and he's doing something, let's just say you date him for a month. Ladies, pay attention to the paper that he's spending. Like, you gotta be able to see that. And it's important that he knows that you can pay attention to that and maybe put the brakes on when there's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's true.
He wants to win you over. He might be a fool for you.
Yeah.
He might like you so much that he'll let you, have him at the most expensive restaurants when he want to eat at Tom's Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? He want to eat at the Country Back Cafe, but you keep taking him downtown to have $300-$400 nights, and that's not who he is. Like, but he cares about you and he loves you, and so now
I don't like that.
Now there are men who are who have recognized the game, and now we decided that, hey, I don't need all that.
Don't need it.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
I want to ask a question.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Oh, hell yes, I do.
Okay.
Let's have some more fun because what Kraft's saying is I dealt with. Now, I'm gonna offend some people, and I do apologize. So again, if you feel like you're this is not you, this the shoe just don't fit.
Say it third.
Just don't fit it. But hold on, I'm gonna give it to you real, because that's the only way I know how to give it. Because I'm tired of being nice. No, just give it to them how they need to accept it. If I go out and I'm taking you to a decent restaurant, nice. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna throw names because I don't want to mess with people's business. But I'll spend a little nice money on you.
$100.
I'm trying to know you.
$100. Okay.
And that restaurant we did good. Okay. Now you name me a restaurant because a celebrity owns it, and it's hired a celebrity. We ain't gonna name no names. We ain't gonna do all that. We just gonna say a celebrity got a restaurant that's hired up.
Okay.
And I want to go. Now she tells me she wants to go.
Right. Okay.
Now of course, she looking at me for me to pay. I have a problem because when I paid for that other nice restaurant, I paid with no problem because I went somewhere I wanted to do. You want to tell me somewhere and your ass can't afford it, then shut it up and wait for me to make that. Because I promise you, I probably won't. I don't go to celebrities' restaurants all the time. I don't do that. I just don't. I don't feel it's necessary. I like going to good places to eat. I don't have to have a name to say how the food is going to be. I look at the ratings. And I go to different places, and it ain't got to be hot out. My whole thing is I'm willing to feed you, but you want to go because you want to see a celebrity. See, you out your class already because you trying to see what? For something you can leave me after I paid for it? Listen, I don't know what you trying to do. What you need to do is get the hell away from me.
Don't make no sense.
I'm the person that wants to enjoy life, and I'm willing to pay for some things, not all, because I don't feel like I'm going to pay your way anyway all the time. My whole thing is I'm willing to pay to enjoy.
Yeah.
You take the joy away and you make it seem like it's something else. Like if I go out and we eat and you take my plate and you take a picture of it and you take your plate and you take a picture of it, yeah, you starting to do all that. I already said in the back of my head, I still pay for it, but I won't be going out with your ass again. I don't care for all that. I want us to eat and conversate and act like true adults. Not like everybody else, and you want to post everything because I'm out and look at where I'm at and what I'm doing, because that's for everybody else.
But see,
Your Instagram
that-
ads need to be on Instagram.
that
Don't do
automatically says that she might be out of her league. She might be out of her norm, right? You have elevated her for the evening, and and so you got to just look at how that plays itself out.
Well, my whole thing is, if out of league or not, play your hand. If a person willing to do something for you, show respect back. Pay some more attention to him, not the world. Okay?
Yeah,
if somebody did something nice to me, I'm not taking a picture of it before I can show the world that this person doing this nice thing. I'm gonna look at that person and say, you know something? That was awful nice of you to do that. You done paid for this. You done got us dessert. I'm full. I know you don't want no picture of this. My belly's sticking out. But what you just did, I appreciate, because you went over and beyond. When you gotta show the world what you got, you are in another atmosphere.
You are.
I don't care. I want you to be in my atmosphere.
Yeah.
Breathe with me. Work with me and grow with me. Not the world.
Yeah,
I do a show for the world. I don't need you to do nothing extra for me. I got this, but you showing me you ain't for me.
That's true.
And
For the street.
yeah, we're gonna take our next break. You folks stay tuned. We're gonna be right back with more Bar Talk with Jay. Welcome back. That was a powerful discussion, man. That was a powerful discussion.
Really powerful.
Yeah. We had some dialogue here during the break, and the dialogue is always good, and it lends itself so much to the subject. Tonight we're talking about why men wait until they're old, then want to settle down.
Right.
And I was just thinking about the dating life of a man.
Correct.
Just imagine you didn't find Mrs. Right in your 20s, that you ended up, now 40, so now you spent 20 years in the game. 20 years in the game. You know how many times you have to take somebody out
Oh my gosh.
to figure out that this ain't the right one?
What?
I'm telling you, men probably have hundreds of dates over 20 years, or dozens and dozens of dates, and they don't get anything out of them.
Nothing.
I'm gonna have some fun tonight. I think this is one of the times I just want to talk too much. I'm gonna have some fun.
Wow.
A lot of y'all date for the wrong reason. A lot of times you don't have to take a person out really to date.
Really, that's
You
true.
really can sit there and talk to them on the phone, and you can learn them more about them, but you don't bring sex into the equation.
No, you don't have
Women
to.
friend zone
That's
men a
right.
lot, but one of the things men need to do is friend zone women. You need to friend zone their ass and find out more about them, and take the time and realize it ain't sexual. It is just me understanding you.
Right.
And when you do that, you can change the game by understanding them, and you might realize that it ain't worth you even trying to sleep with them.
But the thing about it, Jay,
What's
it
that, bro?
sure is hard for a young
I
man to turn down some loving, man.
No, hold on.
Because she want to do it as much as he want to do it.
Hold on.
And he like, if I ain't got one shot, I'm going to go ahead and get it
Some
in real
people's
quick.
loving is conditional.
Yeah.
And when you start talking to enough people, you understand conditional to unconditional. Unconditional means I just want to love you, period. Now, they're the ones that you want to get more in tune with, because they're unconditionally doing it because they like you, they feel you, and they want to be with you. I like that. Secondly, is conditional, because I see where you at. You're growing, you're older, you're more established, and you can do more for me. That's conditional. If you have more conversations with them, you can see it. They'll tell you all their dreams is off of what you can do.
Yeah.
Not off the fact of what you can encourage.
Man, I hear
it's crazy.
I hear.
Man
Go
have to
ahead.
go through.
Sometimes, Crab, the juice just ain't worth the squeeze, though.
Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. That's exactly right. And how many times have we seen that among the dime piece that we chase? You know what I mean? How many times have we fell from the dime piece ladder?
I would tell you the dime piece ones, is one of the ones I really closely talk more to. Because see, I want to know where they at. Because now that you're a dime piece, is it because of the fact that everybody want to be with you, and everybody likes you? How do you handle yourself? You know, because God gave you the beauty. Can you handle it? And
Yeah, and
I
you
like
can-
to say everybody can't handle.
You can
what's
typically
being
see
given.
that pretty early in the game, right? You can typically see that they're, stuck on themselves, got a bougie attitude. Not, we can see that stuff, We
All
see
that
that
ain't
stuff
correct.
early.
You can see it.
I just want to say this for the record to
What's that?
the women who are participating in our show, and I'll be listening or here,
What's that?
that men are okay. You know how women look at men kind of financial. They kind of look at the pocket. They kind of look at what they do for. They kind of look at their car and how they living. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of a mainframe from a
Yes.
woman's perspective, right? Because she's interested in security. That's in her heart. That's what she needs the most, right?
Right.
Well, what is the man's vision? The man is
What is it?
always looking for a partner. He's looking for a team player. He's looking to see,
Bodyguard.
hey, wow, you know what? You took me out the other night. Let me take you out tonight. Or you took me out the other night. Let me
Yeah.
fix you a nice home cooked dinner. Or you know what? I made dinner the other night. I took some leftovers. I put it aside for your lunch for tomorrow. Why don't you let me
Yeah.
bring it to you? I'm looking to see that you wanna push love on me like I'm pushing love on you.
Exactly. It's a trade.
And that's what men are looking for. And when we don't see it,
It's
and
all
typically
hard
we
to
don't see it early, we establish a new agenda. Right? It doesn't take us long to figure out that somebody's running game. We establish a new agenda. And so whether you know it or not, if we see you running game, we establish the agenda, and you might not know it for a while. But the agenda is at hand. Because you haven't given me a pure vision to see of you.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
But you're always looking for financial insecurity, and you say maybe you found that in me. He's doing well, he got money, and so I'm looking at you. I'm looking for partner. I'm looking for team player. I'm looking for somebody who's a giver and not a taker. And when I don't see that, now I can't look through that lens anymore. Now I got to look through a lens that says, let me see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she's a beautiful chick. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could even take her around my folk. You know what I mean? She good people like that, but I ain't gonna marry her. I ain't gonna build no relationship with her. I might, I'm grown. I'm mature enough that I can have a relationship with a grown, sexy woman without sex. I don't need to be chasing you and your body. We have enough of all of that in our world. It's pick of the litter in our world. So when I meet you, I'm looking for the purity of your person, of your character, of your, of who you are and where you're going. And if it's not real, then shit, you ain't getting nothing to count on but some ass, right?
I agree.
And I don't want to be derogatory with that, ladies, but you got to understand that this is the view that men are looking for. I told you we're simple, right? We're looking through this. We're looking through this.
Easy thing.
Simple, easy, right?
Yeah.
And
I can't even get that.
nah,
It's
and
terrible.
it just seems like the simple
Wow.
and easy is kind of gone
Yeah.
nowadays, particularly when it comes to investing in a woman toward your future. It just seems like it's not. It just doesn't seem easy anymore. It seems like there's always this curve in the road that challenges things. Maybe it's all too much about money, and you want $20,000 wedding, $50,000 wedding.
Yeah.
It starts out like that. You want more than I'm interested in really giving, but I love you, and so now you're making me choose between my money and you.
It's too much.
Let me tell you, man. I be looking at my DMs and I be laughing because people really don't understand me, and they hear about going to Grady, the wheelchair, and all that.
Yeah.
They got their own mentalness of where I'm talking, but if they really was listening,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna give nuggets out to all the ones that care for me, not the ones that want to be with me, because truthfully, I don't care to be with you. I'm good. I'm to a point in my life I am very happy, and my happiness is probably gonna overshine your ass. So just stay with me, man. But for the ones that's in my life, let me give you some enlightenment. One of the things about me is I am caring, and that the wheelchair and all the rest of that cares for all that. Do you understand one of the things that I'm always looking for is a person that can see into me? You hear me, you hear how I talk, but do you understand me? But you want me to understand you. I take the time to listen to you. Can you take the time to listen to me? And my whole thing is when you hear me say the wheelchair and the Grady, you understand it's a mental thing. I will make you fall in love with me off of my voice.
Mm.
I will get into your mind and intrigue you on your interests. All you got to do is listen. But everybody wants somebody more romantic and they want this, they want that, because you ain't even listening to what is in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you would probably stay single, because you're not understanding what people have to offer. And that's not my fault.
Yeah.
And I have to say I've done the same thing as well, because I let my eyes overshadow my ears.
Yeah.
My two eyes forgot about my ears, and I liked what I seen, and I didn't hear what they had to say.
But we do
I'm
that.
almost saying.
But we do that a lot less.
I used to,
nowadays.
yes, because when you get older, you get a little wiser.
Yes.
Right.
Because I started learning from my mistakes. That's why I said a lot of times people are scared to fall, scared to fail, but it's part of success.
Yeah.
One of the things you got to do is go through for you can
Mhm.
understand, for you can make better decisions.
You have
Well, no, I don't want to do this. Okay, well, all you're not wanting to shadows you into a negative, where I feel like, no, I did that, and I didn't mean to do wrong, but I enhanced myself and I did it again, and then I ran up to a person that always want to remind me of that stupid thing that I did do, and I did it. But guess what? I grew from it.
Yes.
But you stayed there. You did. I did. My whole thing is my life will show you I didn't stay there.
Right. That's kind
But that's all you want to bring up, to bring shame to me. I tell you what, in this game right now, anybody that ever dated me, you can bring all the shame you want. Wherever the hell you had me at, I promise you, I'm not. I changed because I love me and I care for me.
Exactly.
You don't care for me. You hate on me, and that's not my problem. So as I shine, it's not because of no one else, because me and my God, He got me.
Yes.
I don't know who got you.
Let me ask you a question, Jay.
What's that?
Does love, real pure love, genuine love,
I like that.
still exist?
Yes. You know why I know it really exists? Because I stopped asking people for real love and I started dealing with care. The problem is you use the word freely, but you don't understand what the root word is. It's care.
It's care.
If they ain't showing you that, why are you
They ain't
asking
showing
for
you no
something
care.
more than what you don't even see on the base? There's nobody every day
It's no love.
that I
without
say
care.
love before care. I tell them I'm not out to hurt them, and I want to make sure you understand I care for you. I give that on the upfront. All I hear back is I love you. Because that's the number one thing I say. I love you. Understand what care is before you start giving me what
Care
love is.
first.
Because I'm giving you the base of
Yeah.
what love is always going to be.
So-
And care going to have to be a part of it. Or I
Yeah,
promise you.
but there
Because
for
people
that
can
thing.
tell you they love you, and if you do something, I kill you. That ain't what I want. I want somebody to say I care for you, and I will never want to hurt you.
Exactly.
That means that's a real love.
So the people-
You tell me you gonna love me and kill me,
Yeah.
and you keep that shit. I don't know what that is. That's possessed. No. I want that care that's always
Yeah.
gonna look after my well-being, my kids' well-being. That's a real love.
Yeah, that's it. The vibe.
That other thing we got going around here, oh, that's some evil stuff that they put love with, but that ain't love. No. Because if you gonna have to kill a person to
Oh,
prove your
goodness.
love,
Well, people go crazy though, Jay.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Now, see, the people you sit down the
Can't care about
crazy,
nobody one
them
time.
people right there,
They didn't go. No. They got hit.
Yeah, I know.
They went in there thinking it wasn't gonna go down the way it went. Now, to me, they didn't want to kill me.
They got hit.
They just know it was, it was like a car crash. Their whole body was not.
They wasn't
right.
expecting for that.
No.
So
Shoot to the
I know you laced them with the mental, right? But
Right.
which one is it most that gets their mind all messed? Is it the mental or the physical?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I really think it's gonna stay in the mental.
In the
I'm gonna
mental,
tell you
okay,
why.
okay.
The mental brings out the physical.
Yeah.
A person want to get more intrigued with you and into you when they know they feel you from a mental standpoint, because that's what get the juices flowing and get them into you. My whole thing is that's what made their ass go to Grady, because when you open them up like that, oh my God, they wasn't used to that. So I would tell you it's more on the mental end, but everybody think it's just on the physical. I'm not tripping on anybody how they package and what all they got. But I promise you, if you can get to a woman's mind and you mentally can talk to them, and you can talk to them to the point that they don't even want to get off the phone with you, there's one little key thing I want to say, because I'm a little bit over time, but we went over it before. I was on the phone and I said, I hate when somebody hang up on me. I
Oh
just
my
don't like
gosh,
that.
you talking
And then I'll be on the phone and I'll be talking. I don't fell asleep and snoring, and I woke up like caught myself snoring. Oh Lord, you still there? Yeah, I'm still here. I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep. Well, why didn't you just hang up? Because you said you don't like that. There you go. Boo, y'all.
Yeah,
Never.
that's a person
She
that really
heard
care how
you.
you feel.
She care enough that I stay on the phone
No
with
matter
you.
what, she just
And
really.
not,
That's
you
really
call
cool.
the foolish
Yeah.
couple, but that person
Yeah, she
showed
trying to
me
give you-
that
Yeah.
she was so in
You
tune in
sleep.
our conversation.
But
she
she
heard me in
just-
my sleep, bro.
Bruh, you sleep.
But
I don't need to be on the phone
I
no
mean,
more.
but yeah,
You
exactly.
violated
She
your
ain't
whole
gonna get
rule
sleep
when
with
you
you,
went to sleep.
man. She trying her best, but man,
when I
you
went
want
to sleep,
That's not
I-
hanging up
I-
on
hold
you.
on.
That's not hanging up
Hold
on
on.
sleep, right? But if
when
she
I
done
did
that
this,
thing-
I will admit, I
Oh
did
my
violate.
God,
Crab
Jay.
is right. I did violate, but guess what? But Crab is not understanding that she still did not want to
Heard
hang
you.
up on me.
Oh, yeah.
She still wanted to stay with me. So
That's what I was
when
saying.
I said that is when a person cares,
wanted to
they're
make
willing
sure
to do
you
things
okay.
for you that ain't even about hurting you. They just stayed on the phone because they still was intrigued with the conversation until the point I fell asleep. One of the things I gotta say is
Yeah, that's-
you got people that don't give a fuck about what you got to say, and they don't care where you going.
Sure
They just
don't.
want what they want. But a
Mhm.
person that really cares will show you. You too busy in your own fantasy land. And that's why we
Come
got
over there,
these problems.
fantasy.
You already got what she should be. My Mrs. Right should come like this, this, and this. I don't know who told you this, but I'm telling you, some people can show you better than what you think you need. He got somebody for you other than what you said.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why you ain't found them. Because you ain't listening to what you really need. You're telling yourself what you need to see.
Mm-hmm.
We have it so wrong because our two eyes, our nose of smell, and our ears of hearing, and we use visual too often compared to hearing what someone is saying. And you wonder why we keep going around the rat pool of wondering why we keep doing the same thing. Because you ain't changed shit you do.
Nothing.
I'm telling you, listen.
Yeah,
Listening
listen.
will get you further than seeing. We
Mhm.
want that eye
Definitely.
candy. I'm telling you. Listen,
Listen.
and you will find out the eye candy ain't eye
That's so
candy.
true.
And then that person that you didn't think looked good will look good to you because she heard you and she can get you to another level.
That's true, Jay.
We have to start listening,
Listening is very important.
and we will get to where we need to be. We are failing by sight.
Yeah.
That's all I can
That's
tell
true.
you because what's
We're
for
failing
you.
by sight, and ultimately, because we're not hearing, we're not connecting.
That's
And a
right.
man's not going to give you anything if he can't connect with you. And we'll close with the show. This has been Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Crabmatic. This is my boy Smooth Jay. We got Queen Anonymous came in the house.
Yes, yes, yes.
And of course, we want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight. We're here every Thursday from 7 to 8, Facebook Live. Please like, share, subscribe, send it to all your friends and family, and continue to come back and join us to some of these wise discussions. We love you folks. We appreciate you. And with that,
We are out.
Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.